Hello there, Capricorns. Welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So, this is going to be a very, very dynamic and fun, lighthearted type of a week. I don't see you being inundated with too many responsibilities and too many things. And I actually feel like a lot of invitations, a lot of opportunities for social outings, and just a lot of good things coming into the picture. Okay. So because the energy is so lighthearted, just enjoy yourself. I feel like you've been working really, really hard the past 3 weeks. And I feel like, for many of you, you've been working, literally working your butt off since I feel birthday time January of this year. So this year has been a major time for you for advancing in your career, for learning to take care of responsibilities, and for really testing, yourself, knowing your limitations, knowing your strengths and weaknesses. And so as we wind out and we close out this year, I feel like things are starting, you're either getting into the groove of things, or you're learning your limits. You're learning, how much you can push yourself and when to stop. And so because you're learning your limitations, you're not expecting yourself to, be pushed past that point of exhaustion. You have a lot more realistic expectations of your own capabilities. And so it's easing the process for you. You like a good challenge. You guys like to really challenge yourself. But I feel like, as we get older, we start to realize, who am I trying to prove this for? Who am I trying to please? Who am I, who am I to... It's foolish to push ourselves past that point of exhaustion, okay? And so the energy of the year is a lot more stable, I feel, as we round out October and going into holiday season. And so in November and December. And so I feel like you've already earned your stripes. You already know what you're capable of, and you already know yourself enough to kind of start taking things easy. Okay, so I feel like there's just this major weight off your chest, weight off your shoulders, and I feel like you can walk tall and proud again, which is great. I'm really happy to see this for you. We have some really interesting things in love. On the love front, I feel like there's somebody that is flirting with you, trying really, really hard to get your attention. They come and go, and their energy is quite young and, carefree and quite fun. But I don't see you seriously looking at this person. I feel like your attention is elsewhere, okay? The person that you're dealing with here shows up as this is the Prince of Hearts. So this is I believe this is the Knight of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite, okay? They've got a big heart and they're rushing towards you. And I like the way it's depicted here because this person is actually taking actions. They're not just talking, they're showing you something. I usually think of this as somebody who brings little gifts, trinkets here and there. They're very, very sweet, very carefree. So I feel like, in a way, so let's just say if someone likes you and they compliment you, right? But this person, I feel like they compliment everybody, not because they're flirtatious, but because they wear their hearts on their sleeves. He's literally holding the heart on his hand. Like, they wear their hearts on their sleeves and they just say whatever comes to mind. And in a way, you guys are very, very sparse with your compliment. So when you compliment somebody, it basically means a lot coming from you, but you feel like this person is a little bit like too carefree, too easy with compliments. So in a way, you might not trust them too much, okay? And so you feel like this person might be a little bit too easy breezy, and I feel almost like, once again, you guys might like a little bit more of a challenge. And so if it's coming in so easily, then you don't really trust that it's going to be viable. This is a very lighthearted type of energy. Somebody asking you, on a date, somebody asking you to spend time with them, somebody asking you whether or not you want to meet up with them, have fun over the weekend. And it could be somebody who's physically, biologically younger than you, or just their energy is just very carefree and very nonchalant, okay? What I'm getting from this as well is I'm sensing it's somebody who's also very adventurous, okay? They like to talk, they like one-on-one types of interaction rather than, hanging out in a big crowd. So they do want a little bit more alone time. If it's your partner, they want a little bit more alone time from you as well. The way that they see you, we have here the Ten of Pentacles. This is, strength, stability, and this is kind of like someone they see you as someone who's very, very reliable. You take care of business, you get things done, you're very, very grounded. Electronics don't malfunction around you. I don't know why that came up, but it's somebody who's very grounded. So they feel like you can take care of everything. You can troubleshoot, you can solve all their problems, you can fix all their problems. You're also able to manifest a lot of wealth, a lot of security, and a lot of stability for yourself. You might be a property owner. You might have a very, very beautiful home. They might enjoy hanging out with you in your home. So if you're seeing someone recently and you're just like, how come we always hang out at my house? Why don't we hang out at yours? It's because your house is comfortable and it's clean and neat and organized. And your furnitures are picked well, so they're just comfortable. And so I feel like this person wants to come see you. They want to see your house. They want to see where you live. They want to hang out at your house. I usually think of this too as, the castle in the sky. Okay, so it's kind of like, in another interpretation, this person sees like a future with you. They want to build something. They want to get property with you, move in together with you, travel with you, go to see these old historic sites, and they just feel like they want to build a life with you. Your energy is the sun. Some of you might have children. Some of you are just really, really amazing parents. You put your children first. So for those who are single, your children come first. So it's almost like you might have put a stop to dating because you want to prioritize the kids. You might have pets. You might have nieces, nephew, people that are younger and smaller, or things that are smaller that depend on you. So your time is devoted to these things and people that really need your help, that really, can't take care of themselves. So you're taking care of them. And your energy is very, as well, career, reputation focused, okay? So you're not really straying outside. And for those who are single, I don't see you going out dating a lot. I see you being very focused on your children, being very focused on the home, gardening, taking care of things around the home, taking care of the people who need you in your life, especially children or pets. And you're already very financially established, I feel. And so this is the time where you kind of give back and you take care of others to make sure they're stable and they're well fed and they're healthy. And so the way that you see the other person, we have here the hangman in the upright position. I don't do reversals with this spread. The way you see the other person, you feel like they're a little bit scattered. Okay, you feel almost like they put themselves in awkward situations, and you feel like they might not be the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay, so I'm very sorry for cross watchers, but this is the way that I feel the Capricorn person sees the other person. So this is somebody who's like kind of whimsical, carefree, gets themselves in bad situations. They have a good sense of humor, so they can laugh it off. But I feel like for you Capricorns, you're not really looking at this person. This person is doing a lot of diversion tactics in order to get your attention. And they feel like you're out of reach. Okay, so you might feel like, oh no, I can't date that person. They're a little bit too careless, or they flirt around too much, or they're too nonchalant, or they compliment everybody. I don't feel safe in that relationship. And so you might be, turning away that offer. And what's in the challenge position, this can be a hindrance or a help. In this situation, we have here the Magician. You're at a point where you're trying to manifest a lot of good things for yourself. And you're at a point where things are going in life, things are going exactly very, very smoothly. And I mentioned, you know, this year has been very rough on you Capricorns. Saturn is transiting your sign. Okay, it's been very, very rough. And so I feel like, you know, it took you the rest of this year until now to really settle down and get into your routine, get into your schedule, and not have to worry anymore. And so you're at a point where you're very much focused on yourself, focusing on manifesting, you know, financial stability, focusing on what you're doing. And then I also feel there's an element here about you wanting control in your relationship. And if this person is all about control, and this person is all about fun and unpredictability and spontaneity and, you know, just act on it and think later, then I feel almost like they kind of scare you with their nonchalance, and they kind of scare you with their lack of planning and their spontaneity. It's very exciting, but it can seem very, very scary. And so I feel like they really like you, but I feel that your attention is elsewhere on other things, okay? This is a sincere person, and I feel like they see you. They like you for all the right reasons, okay? They like you, majority of you, they like you for all the right reasons. But there are a few of you where they might be interested in your money. And you're smart enough to know which camp, you know, they fall in. You're smart enough to know that. So I'm going to leave it at that. In terms of your spiritual advice, we have a lot of just wonderful things, lighthearted energy for once, coming into the picture. What I have here is the Five of Cups and the Ace of Coins. So I feel like somebody might be leaving the work environment, somebody that you really enjoy working with, somebody that you respect, somebody that you like. And so it's bringing a little bit of regrets. On the one hand, there's a new job coming in for them. But on the other hand, it's almost like, oh, that person that I really get along with, that I really like, that I thought would stay forever, that, you know, it's a really good person to work with. They might be out of the picture. So that's the first thing. You might hear some news about that for this week. I also have as well the Page of Cups as kind of like a repeat card. The other one is the Knight of Cups. But this is like news, invitation, lots of social engagement, lots of opportunities to socialize with other people. But I see you kind of sequestering yourself, keeping yourself, they're saying here, being very exclusive about which offers you hand out, which offers you take. Some of you might be throwing a party and you're like very selective about who you tell it to. So I feel like things might be a little bit more on the hush hush. And then I feel some of you are playing hostess, okay? Playing host or hostess, hosting a party, being the life of a party. The Magician, once again, is a repeat card from the previous spread. So this came out twice. And the Magician is a very powerful energy. This is somebody who is very involved in public speaking. There might be opportunities for training, social engagement, as well as public speaking coming in for this week. And I feel like if you're the Toastmaster, if you're the host or the hostess, your party is going to be quite a splash. And then I definitely feel as well, there's another person showing up here, the Queen of Swords. This is an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. And this is somebody that is, I feel like they give really, really solid, good advice. They can help you if you are preparing a speech. They can give you really good feedback. They can give you a very non-biased and a very objective kind of critique to help you improve the speech or the presentation or the training, whatever it is that you're doing. They're going to be of great assistance to you. So I see this kind of like your wingman, you know, somebody who is like your right-hand man, who's there, you can rely on. They don't steal the spotlight from you. They have your best interests at heart. And they do a lot of things to help you, and you trust them. So there's a lot of solidification of friendships and, you know, social relationships. The blending of the personal life with the professional life too. And I feel like you're blending it very, very well. I see some of you doing people's hair, male and females. It's Halloween time in the US, but I see some of you doing somebody's hair. Okay, and like children, very focused on children for this week. And you're also very, very selective about, you know, what social engagement you want to get involved in, and also selective about what offers you take in. But it's going to be a very good week, very lighthearted. You're going to have a really good time, okay, Capricorns? I'm really glad to see this for you because, you know, things have been rough, okay? Especially April and May. And so I'm glad to have this lighthearted, buoyant energy coming in as we round out this month, okay? So take care of yourself. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.